Saturday night at the Rose Bowl in L.A., number 15 USC and UCLA, 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 local on ABC. Now, Trojans can lock down a spot in the Pac-12 title game with a win. They're going to be undefeated and have a tiebreaker in so doing over Colorado because the Pac-12 gives that nod to the team with the higher CFP ranking. Trevor Matich now joining us to help us get set for this battle for the victory bell tomorrow night. And, Trevor, what have you seen from Kedon Slovis that has made him so successful so far this season?
Well, Randy, he plays in the shadow of guys like Trevor Lawrence and Mac Jones, but very quietly, he's the 7th most accurate quarterback in the country, and he throws to one of the deepest and most explosive groups of wide receivers in all of college football. Amon-Ra St. Brown is the guy with the moves. He will kick his foot out to have a very brief pause to box out just for an instant, and what that will do is force this defender to jump before he's ready. And that is the difference in the separation to be able to make this catch. That's a subtle thing that you don't notice if you don't slow it down frame by frame. Drake London is the guy who is open even when he's covered. At a long 6'5", he's able to go up and with tremendous strong hands, he can pull that ball down even when he's in a big crowd. Tyler Vaughn's is smooth in and out of his routes. And when it's man coverage, there's no way you're going to stop that guy in a post route like this. But that's not all, because then the air raid offense schemes to get him open. While Vaughns is running that post, you've got a pick route in the middle. Here comes Brew McCoy, the freshman phenom, and he'll be wide open too. So if you're Slovis, you've got an embarrassment of riches. Who do you choose to throw to? Well, really anybody. This group of quarterback and wide receivers as a combo should be talked about at the top tier of the country, along with teams like Alabama and Florida.
Meanwhile, Trevor, I don't know about you, this craze that's been sweeping the nation. We got a lot of fan mail for studs and muds, and you're the architect of it. So why don't you give it to us back-to-back now, a stud and a mud to watch for this week.
Our stud is Alabama receiver Devonta Smith. Randy, this guy against LSU last week had 231 yards passing. He averaged almost 30 yards per catch. Now, he can get behind pretty much anybody and make it look easy. And a lot of times you'll see him with about 2 steps when he does get behind him. But he's also got the skill when he's covered to go up and make those one-handed catches. He's our stud. Our mud is Ohio State defensive tackle Garrett Haskell. He ran all over the field against Michigan State. Effort, and didn't have anything to show for it. And then, pay dirt. He puts his hand up and tips the ball in his own interception. There you go. That's the reward for having effort all game long. You don't know which one is going to. Well, watch out on that flying chest bump, buddy. You got to practice that. You know, if you're going to intercept the ball, you better be ready for it. But I'll tell you what, that's a mud who got his jackpot.
Absolutely right. Garrett and the Buckeyes now, they're off this week. Obviously, their game against Michigan was canceled. They'll get Northwestern in the Big Ten title game next Saturday. That's Trevor Matich. We appreciate the insight.
Thanks, Randy.
All right, take a look now at the current CFP rankings, and 6 of the top 10 teams are off this weekend. The last one before the conference championship games on December 19th. Number 1, Alabama visits Arkansas ahead of their SEC title game.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.